As we know from spending time with the southern pride of lions, one of the strengths that they have is the ability that they've learned to hunt giraffe, and they've specialized in it. Good morning everyone, welcome back to another beautiful day on Shamwari Private Game Reserve. I wanted to give you a quick update on the 4 new lion cubs that we introduced you to a few weeks ago. They are doing incredibly well, and we've seen some amazing sightings with them over the last week or two. As we know from spending time with the southern pride of lions, one of the strengths that they have is the ability that they've learned to hunt giraffe, and they've specialized in it. And it's probably one of the more notable species that we see the southern pride catching and taking down successfully is a large number of giraffe over the last few years. It's definitely a skill that they've had to learn. It's definitely a skill that one member has kind of figured out and taught the rest, and now it's become a learned behavior. And a few days ago, that's exactly what we saw. The whole southern pride on a giraffe kill, a young animal that they had successfully taken down. That's when the mother of the 4 cubs would have brought the little youngsters, taken them to the kill. The whole pride would have been together. It's time for bonding, it's time for feeding. And with so much meat, definitely not as a high intensity situation as something like squabbling over a warthog, for example. That would have given the opportunity to introduce the cubs to a little bit more meat, get them onto the giraffe kill. They would have seen the actions and the behavior of the adults feeding, the mom feeding, and in so doing, that's how they're learning and getting exposed to not only meat, but now in this situation, specifically giraffes. It's not necessarily that they would have been close enough to see the hunt taking place. They probably would have been stashed far away in the bushes in a nice, safe place. And then obviously, once the hunt had successfully taken place, the mother would have gone back, brought the cubs, and taken them out to the kill. So with something as big as a giraffe carcass that these animals are able to feed on, we saw that all the lions had their fill and really just took time to relax and lie around and sleep and basically try and digest the food before they'll feed again. And that gave the cubs the opportunity to explore the carcass and play around, and really this is where lions start figuring out what they can and can't do. They start playing with one another. All those natural cat instincts start kicking in, and they start pouncing on one another. They start play fighting. It's simulating hunting essentially, and it's that play learning that is actually just learning, and so important for them to be able to do. So it was a really perfect opportunity for us to see real pride relationships as they should be. It was just great to see the cubs interacting with the adults. The mother is doing super well. Remember, this is her 2nd litter of cubs. The first one, or the first litter of cubs, we don't know how many there were, they didn't survive. It was definitely a learning experience for her, and you can see how much she has learned and progressed, and now successfully we've got these 4 little youngsters that are around the 2-month mark already and doing super well. The pride has accepted them in, they bonding. There's such a close genetic bond within the pride that everyone is accepting them as just absolutely part of the pride. There's absolute tolerance from the big males all the way down to the young male. Cubs are climbing all over them, playing with them, and it's just, everyone is just bonded so well. Really great to see. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed a quick update from our Southern Pride and the new cubs on the reserve. It's been great meeting a whole bunch of you, and I hope to meet a whole bunch more of you as you come and visit Shamwari Private Game Reserve. We're going to keep you up to date with any new activities and sightings on the reserve with the cubs, or indeed any other exciting stuff happening. Until then, stay safe. We'll see you soon.